Well, we know that Derby is the most fun time of year here in Louisville, but you can't have fun without safety. We got Jody Meiman from Metro Emergency Services joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Jody.
Good morning. How are y'all doing?
We're good. We're glad you're with us.
Good.
So let's talk a little bit about what to keep in mind for people to stay safe. Obviously, there's going to be lots of crowds out here all week long. When you had to come up with maybe a short list of things that people can do to make sure that they are ready to go for Derby, what is on that short list?
The biggest thing is to bring your patients.
Bring your
patients. It's going to be a long day, no matter whether you're coming in or going out. But it's always good to if you see something, say something. There's no shame in reporting something that looks odd or out of place. And there's going to be law enforcement, firefighters, EMS, public safety of local, state, and federal. And if you see something, grab one of them and let them know what you see.
Now, we know y'all are prepared for everything at Emergency Services and with all of your partners, but what are some of the big things that you keep an eye out for that y'all are maybe concerned about for Derby Week?
We always look at active threats, social media. We've got people, intelligence people that are constantly looking at things like that. People that look out of place. We take a look at after actions from events that have happened throughout the world and what went good and what went bad, and just to see if there's any gaps in our system and our plan.
What are some things that maybe people who are coming out to the track should avoid? Either avoid getting themselves into, avoid bringing out here. I mean,
the biggest, go to Churchill Downs app, know what you can and can't bring in. There's some weather coming in, so umbrellas, are a no-go. But just take a look at what you can and can't bring in, so that you avoid long lines and they can streamline and get everybody in.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad that you mentioned weather, because we've had to deal with a lot of weather here in the metro area recently. And it's important to sign up for those lens alerts, especially if you're coming out here to the track, because we know there is a chance for storms, there's a chance for rain this weekend. There's always a chance for something like that around Derby time.
Right. We always encourage our citizens in the community to sign up for lens alert. But for our visitors, we've created an opt-in. They can text Derby to 67283 and get those emergency alerts right from our 911 center.
Yeah. Why was that so important to you all to do something kind of specific for visitors this year?
Because when you come to a town, when you come from out of town, you may not want to sign up for their entire system, but they can actually receive alerts just specific to Churchill Downs. So we want to take care of not only our citizens but our visitors as well.
Yeah. A cool opportunity and something really to hammer home for all of the visitors who may be watching us, who may be joining us. They're people who are not normally in town, and there's going to be a lot of them. Jody, we appreciate you being with us here this morning
Thank you for having me.
and for helping keep everybody safe.